Hello students, very good morning to you all. So today we are going to discuss about vendor management. So these are the learning outcomes for the day. At the end of today's lecture, you should be able to explain the following concept: providers and strategic partners. In fact, we have discussed this in a different manner when it comes to your first lecture, the first face-to-face first lecture. But still, I'm going to remind you about several other aspects and the key considerations when it comes to key vendor considerations. So what are the things that you have to consider when you're selecting a vendor? So those things we are going to discuss today, and also the vendor management cycle. So at the end of today's lecture, we expect you that you should be having the required knowledge about these concepts. So now we are going to move into the providers and strategic partners. So as you all can remember, in the first lecture also I told you that there is a difference in between these two. So when it comes to the provider and the strategic partner, there is a difference. So here provider, so here, even though basically when it comes to vendors, there are two basic types of vendors. We call them as either as the providers and as a strategic partner. But whereas in the real life situation, we see one-time vendors as well, but we are not going to discuss that in detail. For your information, I'll let you know what is meant by a one-time vendor. So one-time vendor simply means that suppose that in your company that you're currently working in is going to have a Christmas party. So for that Christmas party, you are going to have musical chairs. You are going to have musical chairs. For to have musical chairs, you might need hats. Okay, hats or caps, like to keep on passing. You know that there is a game. So in order to purchase caps, you might go for a one-time vendor. So you are not going to keep on buying that. A it's not going to be an important product when we look at the business processes of your organization, but still you are going to need it for this particular function. So in that case, we call those type of suppliers or vendors as one-time vendor. Actually, in the theoretical aspect talking, we are going to focus only on the providers and the strategic partners. Now we are going to discuss in detail who is a provider. So vendor as providers. Read what is there in the slide. Providers and strategic partners. Now we are going to talk about vendors as providers. So it says easy to replace if needed. So unlike the strategic partners, if we are not happy with the provider or the vendor as a provider, we can easily switch them without having spent so much of money. And the procedure to switch the vendor as a provider is really easy, unlike the strategic partners. So normally those who we consider as providers, vendors as providers, are judged on four basic things. First one is the price, reliability, customer service, and pain in the neck factor. So what is meant by the price? It's just the normal price. Suppose that we have three vendors. So we are going to purchase. One example would be the stationery items. So let's consider that it's a IT service rendering organization. It's a software. What they do is they do softwares. Okay, so that is the nature of the company. So in that particular company, one particular provider, vendor as a provider, would be the ones who brings who the ones from whom they are buying their stationery items. For example, the A4s. So when we look at if there are three vendors, A, B, C, A provides one pack of A4s for let's assume it's 200 rupees, 250 rupees and 225 rupees. So the vendor that we are going to choose, if that particular vendor is a provider, would be the vendor who has the lowest price basically. So we would go for A, where they offer, since they offer us the product or the A4s for 200 rupees. And the second one would be the reliability. So suppose what is meant by reliability is that uh, suppose that they have promised us to deliver the product on Monday. Okay, what they have promised is to deliver the product by Monday, because we are running out of A4s. But if they are not doing that, if they break the promise that they have kept, that they have made to bring the product by Monday, we are going to get dissatisfied. So that means those particular the vendors as providers were not reliable. And the customer service, so especially when it comes to the software companies, the clients value the customer service as so the customer service is another factor that we could look into when we judge on our vendors who are providers. Okay, and the pain in the neck factor, so what is meant by pain in the neck factor is that uh, if the staples that we have ordered, what we have ordered was correct. Suppose that when it comes to staples, there are several sizes now, as small, medium and large. So what we have ordered, in case they have delivered us the large size staples, so the machines that we have is let's think the other way around. We have large size stapler machines, and what they have delivered us, even though we have ordered for large size staples, they have delivered us medium sized staples. So we are not in a position to use them, because in our company we use large size staplers. So there is a pain in the neck factor, because you have to inform them again as to please deliver us the large size staples again as soon as possible. So that's going to be a pain in the neck factor. That is what is meant by pain in the neck factor. So you have to go through the whole process again. You have to send the 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 pack that is delivered now, and you have to reorder it. So there is a process which is associated with a sort of pain. So that we call it as the pain in the neck factor. So these are the four basic criteria that we can judge our vendor as providers on. So if we have a set of vendors who are providers, who we consider to be providers, if we are to assess them, we can use this particular criteria to assess them: the price, reliability, customer service, and pain in the neck factor. So here, when it comes to these four criteria, only price is typically negotiable. So since they are not our strategic partners, we are not in a position to influence their internal processes. So even though if we are unhappy with their current service, we are not in a position to influence their internal processes. So actually what we can influence is only their price. We can ask them for we can bargain the price of the product, but still if they are not willing to give it to us, there's nothing we can do. Okay, and work with the two vendors to assure delivery. So here, work with two vendors to assure delivery. So you can initially, what you can do is that to ensure that the product is being delivered on time, in order to assure that, you can start working with two vendors. So after that, after assessing which vendor is working more in a more efficient manner, what you can do is that you can go for that particular vendor. So this is the basic information as to vendors as providers. So I told you, when we look at vendors in a business organization, when it comes to the theoretical aspect, we talk about two basic types of vendors: vendors as providers and vendors as strategic partners. But in the real life situation, you would encounter the situations where you would have to deal with one-time vendor as well. Now we are going to move into vendor as strategic partners. We'll look at who are called as vendors as strategic partners. So we'll move the slides. So here, uh, so here the vendors as strategic partners. Vendors, how we are going to judge the vendors as strategic partners is different from how you have judged the vendors who were providers for our company. So here we say judge differently than vendor providers. It's pretty obvious. So when we look at the vendors as providers, there were four basic criteria based on which we could judge them. And here the criterias, we'll look at the criterias. So ability to meet service level agreement. So don't worry, here we are going to discuss about the service level agreement in detail in today's lecture after a while. So for a short time, just have in your mind this ability to meet what is there in the service level agreement is one basic criteria that we would look into in the strategic partners when we are going to judge them. Okay, so just have an idea. One example. So for you, it's easy to do the explanation via an example. So if we look at a company who manufactures microchips, one of the strategic partners would be the silicon provider. Okay, so especially the processors. So if it is the processor manufacturing company, the strategic partner would be a strategic partner would be the ones who are providing us silicon. Okay, so in order to bring a value for our end product, this particular material that we are going to buy from the strategic partners, the vendors as strategic partners, plays a critical role. Okay, so that's an example. So one criteria that you would look into when you are judging your strategic partners would be the ability to meet service level agreement. So service level agreement we are going to discuss in detail in today's session. And also remember this, I need to tell you this, I'm planning to have it as two videos. There would be two parts of this video. Okay, so I'm going to discuss what was initially planned when it comes to face-to-face lectures was to discuss about the difference between providers and strategic partners and the key vendor considerations as one lecture, and the vendor management cycle as one lecture. So I would be posting in the course web this as two different sessions. Okay, just have it in your mind for your information. So we'll look at the criteria. Ability to meet service level agreement is one. Stability, financial and otherwise. So the stability of your vendor company is important if you are going to judge your strategic partners. The reason why we are so concerned about the stability of them is because if they are going to disappear with time, we are going to be in trouble at the end of the day, because we would not be having the relevant raw material, the essential raw material that is required for our production process, because their stability is gone. Because if they are going to struggle, they might not be able to come up with the particular raw material, isn't it? So that is the reason why we say that we are concerned about the stability. It may be the financial wise or it may be otherwise. So we have to be concerned about the stability of our partners or the strategic partners. And the price and value. So here, if you can remember, when it comes to the the vendors as providers, we were concerned only about the price. because we didn't have any control over the value that is being delivered by them. But when it comes to strategic partners, we have to be concerned about price as well as the value that it delivers. Okay, for example, I'll take an example. Suppose that the company needs a software, maybe an HR, maybe let's assume it's a software. So there are two vendors for us, vendor A and vendor B. Vendor A is willing to give us the particular software for 1 million rupees, and company B is having assessed all the things. They are willing to give us the particular software for 1.3 million. So if I am the one in charge, if I go for 1 million software from company A, the vendor A, in case if I'm going to if the company A fails to deliver the product in up to the required standard, I am not only losing. The reason why I went for the company A was because of the 0.3 million saving. Because in company B delivers us the product for 1.3 million rupees, whereas company A is willing to give us the particular software for 1 million rupees. But in case if we feel that, in case if the company A is going to fail, okay, if company A is going to fail, you are going to lose 1 million rupees. So having assessed all the value aspect as well, it's not only about the price aspect that we would look into when it comes to the strategic partners, but we have to look at the value aspect as well. So if having assessed all the risk factors and everything, every other thing, even though the price is bit of higher, we have to go for company B, because that would be the most stable one with respect to the overall value that they are delivering. Is it clear? Okay. And the customer service process, so we have to look into the customer service process of them, whether they are delivering us on time, whether they are being accurate on the order. So likewise, we have to look at the customer service process also. And the R&D investment is another criteria that we looked into when we are supposed to judge our strategic partners. So the reason why we have to look into the R&D investment is that, so if the company, if the vendor, if our strategic partner is not spending money on the R&D investment, the research and development investment, there may be a possibility that they might be uh, with the time they might not be able to get adapt to the advancement in technologies and other relevant things that they should be updated on. So the R&D investment of the strategic partners is another thing that we have to look into when we are supposed to judge or when we are supposed to assess our strategic partners. And overall relationship potential, so when it comes to overall relationship potential, we can look into the pain in the neck factor and the other relevant factors, so in order to assess the overall relationship that we have with them. So what sort of a relationship are we having, are we maintaining with our suppliers, is one another criteria that we have to look into. So is it clear? So by now we have discussed uh, what we have discussed so far. We have discussed that vendors as providers, who are vendors as providers, and what are the criteria that we have to look into when we are assessing them. And we have discussed about the one-time vendor, that is for your information, and then we have discussed in detail about the vendors as strategic partners. Okay, I hope what we have discussed so far is clear. So when it comes to key vendor consideration, I would be having that particular the section would be explained in the next part of the video. Okay.